Hello, how are you today? It's Linda Emsley, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit more about this amazing little piece of technology here. As you may be aware, I purchased this quite a while ago and had a really long wait for it. But when it finally arrived, I quickly got to it, plugged it in, charged it up, read the manual. Well, actually, I'd pre-read the manual because it's quite thick. But yes, I'd actually done a lot of background research while I was waiting for this device because I'm particularly interested in what Healy can do for fibromyalgia. And as someone who's been living with fibro for quite a while myself, when I found out about this device and that it was specifically developed, well, some of the original technology it's derived from has been working specifically with fibro and other skeletal conditions and migraines and the associated pathologies such as depression and anxiety that often go with these conditions, and having massive success in Europe with the technology behind this, I thought, well, I don't really want to miss the boat. What if this could actually do what it says and what all the testimonials that I had read about fibro in particular were saying? So I've been working with this device for just over 2 weeks now. Yes, I decided to keep it after my 2 week trial. I'm still working my way through the recommended protocol for fibro. And during the week last week, I continued noticing improvements. So the things that struck me originally were the quality of sleep has improved. And I'm happy to say that my quality of sleep has still had that improvement. It hasn't slipped backwards. So that's really good. I still have nights of wakefulness, but when I go back to sleep, I go into good quality sleep, and I actually feel like sleep is making a difference these days, and that is a really good feeling. The other thing I've noticed, and perhaps this is directly associated to getting better quality sleep, is that my mood is improving. So, as someone who has lived with fibro for a very long time, mood is a really big factor for me. So, when I originally made my decision, the three key things that I was looking for improvement in were mood, energy, and pain. So, mood is improving, sleep quality is improving. I am noticing some shift in my energy level as well. I feel like I've got a little bit more reserve building, so that's really nice to have that sense of cushioning, that there's a little bit left in the tank at the end of the day. It's a great feeling. The other thing, the pain is changing. So I live with a constant level of that feeling of inflammation throughout the body, that level of burn. I'm definitely seeing a shift in that. But the other thing that I've noticed is joint pain. So I do have some injuries to knee and shoulder. And I did mention that last time that I had been using the local application for pain. And I did continue to use that last week. In fact, last week, the whole process with Healy came to a little bit of a slowdown because one of the deep cycle programs that I was working with triggered some detox symptoms for me. So I decided to just let my body have the space it needed to adjust to the shift that was happening. So it's my understanding that the way Healy operates is it finds a pattern of discord in your energy field, and it sends a frequency that gives your field slightly different information to untangle that pattern of discord and reweave itself, so to speak, into a pattern of harmony and balance. And sometimes when that happens, you've got to actually give the physical body time to recover or time to recalibrate and time to realign to that shift, to that change. And the symptoms of that can often be detox type symptoms. So for about 3 days last week, I was experiencing a fairly medium, I would say. It wasn't severe detox, but it wasn't exactly mild detox. It was unpleasant detox symptoms. Um, so I just decided, okay, well, I will let that one sit, but I continued working with the local pain application, particularly for my knee, purely for selfish reasons, because last week was the belly dance Christmas party and we were having lots of rehearsals and I wanted to dance at the Christmas party. So I did use Healy as a recovery tool after each of the rehearsal sessions, and also in the days in between the rehearsals, just to help reduce swelling, manage the pain levels. But over and above that, I've been working with a physiotherapist for a number of months with my knee. So I wasn't just relying on the Healy, I was continuing with the exercises that my physiotherapist had recommended. So it's really important to remember Healy is a tool, but it's up to you to work with those tools in the best way to help your body. So it's definitely helped with the pain. I was able to dance at my belly dance Christmas party, and I think I danced probably 5 or 6 dances that night, over and above the free-for-all that happens in between sets. And woke up the next day with my knee feeling actually not too bad at all. No excessive swelling, no excessive pain. So I think the combination of working with the local pain application that Healy provides, plus the exercises recommended by my physio, and just taking good care of yourself like you do when you've got an injury, really made the big difference. So for 3 days I stopped with the fibro protocol and I just used the local application for my knee, just to give my body a chance to deal with the information that Healy had delivered through the Deep Cycle program. So over the weekend I was able to restart that, and I've moved into the next application that's part of the process. And I'm finding that the shift there is a little slower, so I'm just letting my body move with it. I'm working a little bit more intuitively this week with the protocol. I'm just going, okay, obviously my body needs to work with this information a little bit longer, so I've used this application probably 3 times now. So just once a day, as per the protocol, sitting with where I'm up to and just letting my body receive the healing. Additional to that, I've also received some spirit-based healing this week because I just felt myself coming to a bit of a healing crisis at the spiritual level. So this is the key, is to use the tools that you have and to be in tune enough to know when you need additional external help. So use the Healy as it's recommended, but also work with your intuition and know when you need to call on your support team to bring in the big guns or the extra help, or just to be there to help you through whatever this particular hurdle might be. So my progress with Healy continues. It's a little bit slower. Some of the testimonials I read, it seemed like the results they were getting were almost instantaneous. And I don't know that I can say that about my results, but I am definitely noticing change, and I'm noticing early change. And while this change is continuing, I know that there is something going on. So the fact that I'm noticing stuff in my physical body really tells me that there's work going on here, that there's something happening. The fact that I've noticed improved quality of sleep, that this week my mood is lifting, and I'm also noticing at the end of the day, I feel like I've still got reserve in the tank. I haven't completely depleted my energy. These are really key for me. They were my 3 biggies, and I'm noticing shift in those biggies, and it's positive shift. So this has been week 2 with Healy, my what if it actually works, and I suspect it actually does. And I'm going to continue the journey with Healy. It would be lovely if you wanted to continue that journey with me. I'll be tuning in every week to give you a bit of an update of where I'm at with Healy. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or put a comment below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Until next time, I'm on Facebook talking about Healy. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.